Mary's story begins in the quiet village of Nazareth, where she lived a life of devotion to God. Chosen by the Lord for an extraordinary purpose, she was a young woman of deep faith. When the angel Gabriel appeared to her, she responded with humility, "Behold, I am the servant of the Lord, let it be to me according to your word." Luke 1 verse 38. Her yes to God changed history forever. Mary's life was filled with both joy and sorrow. She raised Jesus, witnessed his miracles, and stood by him even at the cross. Her heart was pierced with grief as she watched her son suffer, yet she remained faithful. And a sword will pierce your own soul too. Luke 2 verse 35. But after Jesus' resurrection, Mary became a spiritual mother to the early church, comforting and praying with the disciples. Have you ever wondered how the Virgin Mary, the most blessed of all women, left this world? The Bible is silent on her death, but ancient Christian tradition and sacred writings reveal a story so beautiful, it fills the heart with hope. This is the truth about Mary's departure, a story of divine love, heavenly glory, and God's faithfulness. After Jesus' ascension, Mary lived in Jerusalem, cared for by the Apostle John. She spent her days in prayer, interceding for the early church. The apostles loved her as their spiritual mother, and she prepared them for their missions. But Mary treasured up all these things, pondering them in her heart. Luke 2 verse 19. One day an angel appeared to her, holding a palm branch, a sign that her time on earth was ending. God performed a miracle. The apostles, scattered across the world preaching the gospel, were suddenly transported by angels to Mary's side. Even Thomas, who once doubted, was brought to her. For with God nothing will be impossible. Luke 1 verse 37. They surrounded her with love, knowing she would soon be with her son. As Mary closed her eyes for the last time, the room filled with a fragrance of paradise. Her soul was carried by angels into the arms of Jesus. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Psalm 116 verse 15. But the story doesn't end there. When the apostles carried her body to the tomb, they returned days later, only to find it filled with flowers. Mary had been taken body and soul into heaven. You are the glory of Jerusalem. You are the great honor of our people. Judith 15:9. Just as Elijah was taken up in a chariot of fire, Mary, the Ark of the New Covenant, was too holy to see decay. In heaven, Jesus welcomed his mother with honor, crowning her as Queen of angels and saints. A great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet and a crown of 12 stars on her head. Revelation 12 verse 1. She now intercedes for us, reminding us that if we follow her Son, we too will share in eternal glory. Mary's assumption is a promise. Our bodies and souls are meant for eternity with God. Let us live as she did, in faith, surrender, and love. My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior. Luke 1 verses 46 to 47.